Yes, so today we will learn how to uh, facilitate somehow. Yes, we'll learn the basics into how to introduce the class and to how to hold space. Yes, during the class itself. So this training, um, generally speaking, is based on 3 levels of breath. Yes, 3 techniques, 3 main techniques. Yes, of breath. Um, the foundation is oceodynamic. Yes, foundation is oceodynamic. I need to have a good strength with the water and the submissive, so I can develop this quality of exploration. Yes, where I have a strong masculine that is willing to go through discomfort, because often what we feel are these pleasant sensations. Yes, if my masculine is weak, I cannot explore, because as soon as I feel an unpleasant sensation, I don't have the willingness to explore it, to see it through. So we develop a strong masculine to do that. And then once I have seen it, yes, once I have the courage, the willingness to go through the displeasant, then I can relax there. And that's the feminine, that's the fourth stage, yes, in oceodynamics. So oceodynamics somehow is the foundation, yes, to develop the basic skills. Then as a second level, we have Soham. And Soham is helping us to open up here, yes, to open up the diaphragm, the solar plexus area, which is the area of control, yes. we often, meeting is being recorded, okay, got it. We often call here control, yes, when there is a problem or something, in my experience, this is often why we like coffee so much. Yes, of course, the taste is nice, but coffee, yes, it irritates the bowels and closes here. Yes, so we feel more in control. We need to hold here, yes, so we don't feel. Yeah. So Soham works mostly on this area, but also works in the other chakras. Yes, if they ask you, it's not that we just work on the third chakra. Yes, but what it does also is to help us to recover the connection to Mother Earth. Yes. Do you remember why holding things here disconnect us from Mother Earth? It stops energetically, yes, it stops here. But why holding things here disconnects me from Mother Earth and lowers my energy levels? The alignment. Yes, the alignment. Yes, this is what happened. Yes, that alignment. Alignment. Yeah, let's move maybe a little bit there. We talk about it the first day. Yes, what happened is that when something is here, my body compensates. Yes, when I'm cracked, I'm exaggerating. Yes, but when this is cracked here, I move forward. It's just a tiny bit, but I lose my natural balance. Yes, and as I lose my natural balance, I don't get energy from Mother Earth. The levels of energy I get usually from Mother Earth, they go really, really down. And this also, at some point, starts generating that I have back pain. Some people are in the computer for too long, yes, and then they feel back pain, and they're like, sitting in the computer so long is giving this back pain. But often, is this generates your back pain. It's not the computer or the sitting, but all the problems that you have been digesting with that time. Yes, what actually make the effect. Yes, when this one goes here, these muscles here will start working. Yes, if we don't recover this natural alignment, there will be at some point. Often we may feel some pain in the back, and the energy levels are going to be down. Yes. So with osho dynamic, especially when we jump and then we get to stop this stage of doing nothing, recover us. Yes. This degree that we lost. Yes. Check. And then one day we don't realize it, but one day again we start feeling from other. Yes. And that day the energy levels start increasing. So the other thing that Soham does is to help us to recover this alive. Okay. Yeah.
What was the three stages? What you said at the beginning?
I didn't get there. We started with the foundation, which is social dynamic.
Okay, this is the first stage.
It's like the foundation, it's not even the first stage.
Okay.
The foundation is social dynamic. First stage, sorry, is Soham meditation. Yes, the one that we will learn today. Second stage is Tetra breath. Yeah, that works mostly on the fourth chakra, but again opens all the chakras. And the third stage is a technique that we didn't learn yet, which is called the prayer of the heart. Yes, which is a very, very subtle type of breath. It's a type of breath that helps us to open the heart. It's a beautiful technique from the Christian mystics. Yes, it was created by a Christian mystic, Niceropus the Solitary, in the 13th century, and it has been transmitted generation by generation. And as we are able to open here, here, and here, then we are ready to understand this technique. Yes, we are ready to start feeling it and experiencing it. Yes, and why not making it part of our life?
It's called the prayer to your heart.
The prayer of the heart.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So today we'll start with Soham. Let's see if we have Christina. Carmen, sorry.
I am here. I'm just muted, so there will
But
be.
Carmen is not yet.
Carmen just joined, I think so.
Really? Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, Carmen has just joined.
Yes, I see her.
Okay,
Right.
so I will mute myself so the recording is clear. Okay.
Okay. All right. Did you get the link for Soham? Did I send the link for Soham meditation?
You said so, but we didn't find it.
It was the thing?
No, it's another one. It's through the internal training. I send you one for Tetra breath. Yes. Then I send you the lecture for patterns of the mind. Then I send you the.
No, we're not receiving that. I'm sorry. Just like maybe you went to the tattoo group or something.
Some links. I just don't know.
Yeah, the last one is the Google Drive. There are a few links, and the last one is the Google Drive. All right, I will check again, just in case. Yes. All right. So, we'll start reviewing the introduction of the class. Okay.
Misschien kun je niet gewoon wachten. Number 3, what it is.
It's a very subtle breath. Yes, it's a breathing. Yes, it's a breathing technique. Yes, it's a very subtle breathing technique to open the heart.
That can happen sometimes naturally, right?
Yes, definitely. And Niceropus, basically, he was observing the natural breath of an awakened person. Yes, and then he recorded that. So by understanding how they breathe, that help us to actually experience what they experience. All right. So as usual, we we welcome everyone. We do a setup of the space beforehand. For Soham meditation, we highly recommend you to use the benches. Yes. Why we use the benches? Because to open up the diaphragm. Yes, we want to release the diaphragm and the tension in the diaphragm. So what we do is to stress the diaphragm. Make sense? We stress it until it relaxes. But to do that, we need somehow to make sure that we breathe with the diaphragm. Because if we start doing some type of movement, yes, like intercostal breathing when we get tired, yes, this meditation will make tired the diaphragm, especially if it's not fully open, yes, if it's not relaxed, the muscle.
So you said first we stress the diaphragm and
Yeah.
then we relax it.
And then to relax it, we stress it to relax it. Yeah. You don't necessarily explain this to your students, but it's for you to understand. Yes. If my back is not straight, yes, the diaphragm, it's easier for me to start using something else. Intercostal breathing is for me easier to start using intercostal breathing instead to use the diaphragm, especially when I get tired. Yeah, I will start doing. Yeah. And this is not necessarily bad for breath, yes, because I can eventually get more air, but it's bad to get the effect that we want. Yes, if the effect of your class, the theme of your class with Soham is for them to work in the diaphragm, it's better that they are really straight. Only when they are really straight, you cannot use the intercostal breathing. You can only use intercostal breathing when you bend the back. Yes, when you start doing something with the back. Yes, then you can help the diaphragm when it gets tired and stressed. But because we don't want to do that, we want actually to stress the muscle so the muscle can relax. We want it to be as straight as possible. Yes, and one of the guidance that you do throughout the class is to stay straight, still, and relax. So the setup ideally should be with meditation benches. Within this process, we want also to calm the mind. Yes, this works a lot also in Ajna chakra. Yeah. So after every stage, yes, you will see that the breath has stages. There are stages where we are breathing, and there are moments where we are relaxing. Yes, that we let go the control of the
Do
breath.
you have the number of stages? Sorry.
I don't even remember them. And I did myself. I don't know, maybe probably are about 7 stages, something like that. Yes. The important thing is that between stages, you want to promote that the students stay still and relaxed. Why we do that? Because as still is the body, as still will the mind will become. So we want to use these few seconds, yes, of relaxation and letting go of the control of the breath to allow them to get really, really still. As much as still they can get in these few seconds, as more the mind will get calm and clear later on. For sure.
So obviously, my back is not the straightest, but I can hold it like that.
Mm.
but then it kind of keeps me very conscious, if you know what I mean. As in, it's not exactly relaxed.
Correct. This is why we do the warm-up exercises.
Mhm.
You remember the warm-up exercises? This one,
Yeah.
and this one?
Mm.
These three align the back naturally. You use breath to align your back, yes, with these three. This is why the warm-up exercises are key important, especially this one. It's key important to have a good soha. You need to really emphasize the warm-up exercises to see that everyone gets them. You stay there, guiding until these three are clear. After these three, I invite you to see within your own experience how naturally aligned is the back. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. It's a good question. Huh? It's a very good question.
Ishi,
Yeah.
I think Carmen and also Anastasia here raised their hands, so maybe you can also
I
respond.
don't know how the hand works in Zoom. Huh?
Can you-
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, I will tell you. Can you repeat the questions? We cannot hear them. When students are asking you question, please repeat here so they know what is
All
the
right.
response, yeah?
All right. They were asking here what happened when the back is not aligned. Some people that have problems to find a correct alignment in the back. Yes. And I say that this is one of the reasons why we use the preparation exercises. Yes, the warm-up exercises. This exercise in these three positions, yes, is designed to align the back naturally. And actually I invite you to try it. Yes, now we will do the warm-up exercises. Yes, and this is key important for a good Soham. If you miss the warm-up, the Soham is going to be 60% of the power. Just for missing this warm-up exercise.
I suggest, guys, whenever you have question, you can unmute yourself and ask question to Ishi. I think that will be easier, yeah? Just unmute and ask the questions, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. There was some other question, huh? Was it? No?
No.
No, okay. Good. So, what are the steps? We welcome everyone. Introduce yourself. Confirm the right setup of the meditation benches for everyone. And then you start introducing the class. Yes, you introduce Samakaruna Soham. Yes. And then you talk a little bit about what is Soham. Soham is a meditation that is developed in Samakaruna that is designed to help us to open up, yes, and to connect with our emotions and feelings, yes, and to help us also to release tension, yes, especially in the solar plexus area. And always, guys, the intro, I would suggest you to adapt it to the public that you have. Yeah? In Sama, I talk about nadis, yes, pathways and chakras. Yes, but if you go to a corporate environment, you shouldn't use this type of language. Yes, you just talk about physical body. Yes, about emotions, about feelings, about tension, about the diaphragm, things that they relate more. Yes, we always try to adapt the language to the public that we are having in that moment. Yes, to try to reach them. Then we talk about Soham. Soham, it's we are going to have a breathing session that is going to be based on an ancient mantra called Soham. Soham means I am. I am. Constantly, we're saying, I am, I am, I am. Yes, it's you know, ideally helping you to realize yourself, to find who you are. Yeah. And this mantra, guys, is not from Sama, it's not from anyone. Yes, this has literally thousands of years. Yeah. All right. So what we'll be doing, yes, we'll be inhaling with so and exhaling with hum. Very simple. Yeah. Yeah. Inhaling with so, exhaling with hum. And you may say that this meditation imitates certain type of breath that are connected with emotions, allowing your energetical and emotional body to start purifying, something like that.
It allows your emotional and
Emotional, physical, and energetical body to start purifying. And if you want, you can also say we used to call this meditation in Sama, we used to call it the toilet paper meditation. The toilet paper meditation, yes. And we call it the toilet paper meditation because okay, that at that time we didn't have money to buy tissue paper, so it was toilet paper, and we were giving toilet paper for the meditation because in this meditation you always get toilet paper. People started calling it the toilet paper meditation. Yes? And it's a nice, cute name. Yes.
I don't advise him to go there.
Definitely. You need to pass around and offer people some tissue. Yes. And they will highly appreciate that. Yes, because otherwise we will start spreading things, yes, in front of us and to each other. Not nice. Yes. And then at some point we upgraded to the tissue paper. So, and then you explain, okay, during this journey of breath that we are going to be guiding you, yes, that you are going to start hearing in the track. I'm going to play for you. You will see that there are basically 3 circles of breath. Yes. We have long circles of breath. Yes, you explain and you demo. Yes, so people to get a picture of how is the breath. Yes. Guys, what I'm explaining is all in the document I'm going to send you. 13 steps that they are all there. If you want to write down something, you write it down. You're welcome, but you don't have to. Yeah. So what you're going to be experiencing, you're going to be hearing this track, and there will be basically three circles of breath. Yes, we'll have long circles of breath that they will look and they will sound something like this. So and this may look like something like all right. That's it. If they ask you, how do we breathe? Do we breathe concentrating here, concentrating here, concentrating here, concentrating here? What do we say?
By nostril.
Yeah, always breathing through the nostrils for Soham, yes.
And put the deeper possible.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Pay attention to it. Don't pay attention to it. Why? Because if you when the diaphragm start getting stressed, if you are paying attention too much to your breath, you will get your mind will start like, oh, something is going on. This is happening. This, yes, you will get, yes, that will take you to your mind. So even if they don't have Hello. Yes.
Hi, sorry. Can I just ask? I think you just said about that all the steps are written somewhere. Where is that written? I can't find it in the book.
All right. No, it's not in the book. It's a link. We don't put it in the book.
Ah, okay. All
I
right. Sorry.
posted the link in the. I will post it again in the Breathwork TTC.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Welcome. Hey, here I can see the links, guys. I send you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Breathwork TTC Career 23 is the group. It's only for TTC. Okay, post it again. So you tell them just focus on the breath. Just focus on the breath. If they want to focus somewhere, tell them to focus here at the entrance of the nostrils, in this area. This area is okay. Yeah. So they are not going to start judging too much what is happening, because some of them might not have lower belly breath. And through this process, we want to help them, yes, to have lower belly breath by stressing the diaphragm. So you demo, yes, the long breathing. Then you said we'll have middle circles, yes. This may look like something like this. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum, right? And then for a few seconds, we are also going to have fast breathing. Yes, fast breathing. And during the time, I will invite you to go as full on into it. Yes, and this may look like something like this. Okay. No, because here there is a pattern. I go up and down. I go up and down. Up and down.
Yeah.
It's not, you always clarify, it's not about speed. I could do this. Look, I do this. I go faster, but it's a waste of time. Yeah, it needs to be deep inhalation. The soul needs to get as deep as I can with inhalation. That's the most important thing. Soul needs to be deep inhalation. Then within that, I will go to the speed I can go, but providing the inhalation is deep. And this is something that you remind the students, especially just before starting again, once you did all the invitations and the warm-up exercises and so on, you remind the students once again, yes? Even in one of the poses, one of the stages, yes, that there is some break, you keep reminding the students that. All right. Then you explain again about the possible side effects. Yes, and once more, guys, is, we talk about the side effects, but it's not to give it a big importance. Yes, it's not about people to get scared. We actually keep explaining them the side effects for them to do not get scared. So you said maybe, you have some, it's normal that during this process of breathing, you will experience something called the lobster hands, or you will experience lots of tingling sensations here. Yes, this is common to all these types of breathing. Yes, and if this happened to you, I invite you just to relax in it. After a few minutes, you stop, you come back to normal breath, you will feel okay. Yeah. Still, why not? If something happened and it's too much for you, yes, you can raise your hand and I will be there to help you. Yes. I can give you a little massage. And it's also important that once we start the process of breath, you continue breathing throughout the process. Yes. And this is like, you can give an example. This is the stages, even when we don't see them, they are interconnected and they all make a whole. Even if I'm halfway through and I think it's okay, it might not be okay. Yeah. It's like going a little bit in a surgery. I go to a surgery. Yes, imagine it. They open. I mean, the surgery. They open, and then the parts start coming out. Things start coming out, and halfway in the surgery, I put my hand. I said, "Thank you, doctor. I have enough for this time. I come back next time." Yeah. So once we start there, we continue. Yes, we keep going. Yes, to finish the breath. Why we do that? Why I would say to the students something like that?
Like freak out mid-session and try to get up and leave and.
Yeah, they just get tired. They just get tired. They give it, they don't know what SOCAM is. They don't know what can bring to them. And there is hard work to breathe. So after a few minutes, they're like, meditation again. I should have go to the beach. Yes. Get the coffee. Yes. So you want to encourage them in a healthy way to really go throughout the process. Yes. And it's also true that often people feel blissful, they feel very nice, pleasant sensations, yes. And then instead to keep going, because there might still be something behind that, they just stop the whole process and they miss a great part. Yes, they miss the healing. Yes, for stopping halfway. All right. And then like in Tetra Breath, you need to explain how the healing happens. Yes, how the healing happens. This technique can bring lots of states of joy and opening and healing. Yes, it can also help you to release tension here in the solar plexus area. It may also help you to get the mind more balanced and more clear and more calm. Yes. So people start saying, "Oh wow, yes, I also want that." Yes, you are selling. Remember, you're in a sales. Yeah, you're a spiritual salesman. So you want people to inspire to really breathe. Yes, and it may also work into opening up blockages, things that we have been holding on to. Yes, and if this is the case, it may happen that during that time, the sensation that was related to the blockage will come up. And if this is the case, the healing comes from welcoming it, from listening to it. Yes, it's your body that has been trying to tell you something. And in that moment, we couldn't hold space for that. We couldn't allow ourselves to feel it. And now that you are in Sama, yes, or yeah, now that you're in Sama and you're in a safe environment, there is this challenge that was there before. It's not now. Now, this is a safe environment for you to allow yourself to feel it. Yes, and when we allow ourselves to feel it, then there is
We heal it.
then we have the possibility to heal it. Yes. That's it. It's my body trying to tell me something. But you see that I do it in a very joyful. It's all good. It's no. This I will open in and in and this and that. Yes, and might happen also. This is so good. There is no reason why not to do this meditation. So good. Which is true. All right. And then you may also mention the mantra in the school. That's why you said in the school I come from, yes, we have this mantra which says, I allow myself to feel any sensations or emotions. And this is our path back to home, yes, to ourselves, yes. to joy, to happiness. It's all comes from there. To allow ourselves to feel. And here, guys, you can also introduce some personal experience of yourself. Yes, something true. Not. It needs to be authentic. That people feel that you are touched by what you are saying. Yes. So this meditation has been very good for me. Yes. Um, as I was practicing for this time, I got these benefits. I open up here and open up there, and people feel like, wow, she's not a alien that is super powerful. She's also like me. He also suffer the same things I suffer, and I can connect with the teacher. And I also feel inspired to do the technique. Maybe the same way that help this teacher, it can help me. And so having this moment, if there is something coming up authentically for you, is a good time to share it. All right. And then you ask for questions, if there are any questions, and then we start moving towards the warm-up exercise. You see here that this type of meditation is simpler. Yeah? And also for people is more, teaching circular connected breath, teaching tetra breath, it's a bit more complex. Yes. Here they don't need to learn how to breathe. It's very accessible. Yes. So it's a wonderful way for people to start experiencing the power of breath. Yes. And once they get more inspired and once they get here more released, then you can start introducing tetra breath. Hmm? All right. Okay. So then you start introducing the two warm-up exercises. The first warm-up exercise is this pranayama breath. Yes, we're going to do a pranayama breath in 3 positions. Yes, you mentioned that. And for this, we are going to start inhaling for 5 points, holding the breath for 3 points, exhaling for 7 points, holding the breath for 2 points, yes, and restarting. Yeah. You don't have to worry, I will guide you through the breath. Yes. The important thing is that by the end of 5, your lungs are full of air. Yes. And by the end of 7, your lungs have no air. So they know, okay, you're going to be counting. When you get to 5, I need to have full inhalation. When you get to 7, I have full exhalation. And for this technique, yes, it's important that they have full inhalation, full exhalation, because this is what helps to align the body. All right. Again, trying to everyone that is in a bench, in a sitting position, at least their torso needs to be straight. Yes, neck straight. Make sure that this is happening. Yes, that there is no someone like this, because it's not going to work out so well. And then you start. Yeah. How I guide it. I try for them to inhale as much as they can. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And I make sure that they really push the inhalation. What we are doing there is like an earth stage. Yes, but a softer earth stage. Yes. So the diaphragm will go down and they will get this. Yeah. Hold 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. hold, 1, 2. Inhale, 1. Yes, you keep repeating this. How much you repeat it? 10 times, 12 times, something like that. Yes. For each position. Yes. It doesn't matter if they get bored. It doesn't matter if they get tired. You really want to make these 3 right. Yes, because as right they are, as better they will have the experience of Soha. Yeah. What are the positions here? First position is the waist area. Yes, with chest open. Second position is thumbs under the armpits, chest open again, arms parallel to the floor. Yeah.
The hands like that as well, down here, pointing down.
Yeah, just hold it here.
Just
Yeah.
hold.
Just hold it. 1, 2, and the third one is up as much as you can, and then going down, 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 elbows pointing to the ceiling. Yes, neck straight, giving a good stretch to your back. Yes, and that's the third position. Okay.
Inhale, shorten.
The inhale is shorter than the exhale. Correct. Correct.
Why?
You are helping to relax them in this with an exhalation that is longer than inhalation, which is okay. You want them to start a bit relaxed. Then the second stage is actually to energize them and to flow energy in the body.
Yeah.
Another thing you do is to invite them to do this practice, yes, of breathing, of pranayama with Ujjayi breath. Yes, and who knows Ujjayi breath? Ujjayi breath. Okay. Yeah. The way I teach it to them, I said Ujjayi breath is the breath of Darth Vader. Yes. You know Darth Vader from Star Wars? He was a great yogi, always in Ujjayi breath. Yeah. You know Darth Vader, right? Then I say, okay, remember he was a So you invite everyone to do the same. Yes, let's do it together. And now close your mouth and keep doing it. Okay, that's Ujjayi breath. Okay, it's an easy way to do it. And then you relax. If you don't know Ujjayi breath, it's also okay. Yes, it doesn't matter much. But if you can do it with Ujjayi breath, it's better. Okay. All right. And after every round, also you invite people to relax, yes, to allow the body to stay still, yes, to place the hands on the lap, yeah, and then you do 3 rounds, yes, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And the next thing, the second preparation exercise is Vastrika. And Vastrika, this is a variant of Vastrika. It's not exactly the same. Yes, it's also a yogi technique. Yeah,
What?
Vastrika. Yeah, it's from yoga also.
Okay.
So with Vastrika, what we are going to do, we are going to energize the body. Yes, and we are going to bring already lots of prana and lots of energy for the body to get ready for the breath. Yeah. So what you tell, how to guide it, you say, okay, you put hands about shoulders height, yes, and you tell them, you know that they are in the right height because you should be able to touch your thumbs, your shoulders with your thumbs. Yes. So people get the right position. Yeah. And you check, you say, and you check. You look, yes, as a facilitator, you look and you see that everyone got the right position. Yes. And then you say, okay, I'm going to show you then, and then we do it all together because otherwise people will start doing it. Yes. And then half of the group does it, half of the group doesn't. Yes, we say, okay, we show you first. We place hands at the shoulder height, and then with the inhalation, I rise my hands up until when I have a full inhalation, my elbows are extended. And with the exhalation, I allow my arms and my hands to fall naturally, changing into fist and hitting the ribs. Yes, it will hit the ribs, helping me to exhale all the air out. Yeah, this may look like something like this. Okay, and now guys, let's do it all together. People get the idea. And once they are doing it, you look, are they doing it okay? Yes, you can guide them. Yes, if you guide them, of course, you just do the movement, but you don't breathe. Yeah, but you keep guiding them. And otherwise, you can guide them at the end of every stage. Yes, when we have this, we'll repeat this technique 3 times. During the breaks, you give them some guidance into what did you saw that it was not working well. One of the most common things that they do is hands up, and then they do this. Yeah, they stop here. Yeah, that's a common one. All right. How many times you do it? Enough. Feel into your body. See that it's really working. That you feel tired. Yes, that sometimes it's going to be difficult to keep rising your hands. All right. Yes, and then you start with a softer, then a little bit more challenging, and you finish with more challenging. Yes, and what you can do for the last round is to say, okay, a little bit faster, because you want to push them a little bit during this stage. Yes, to get the energy for the breath.
Can we implement music on that? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but if you want to put some soft music, I think it's okay. Yeah, nothing wrong. Okay. Then you make sure that the 3 stages are okay. Everyone has gotten the effect that you are looking, and then you say, okay, now is a wonderful time to go to toilet. Yes. Why you want to invite people to go to toilet? Because you don't want people to go to toilet in the middle of the session. Yes. So before you actually start the breath, you invite people to go to toilet.
The repetition for the second stage, how much? How many repetitions we should do?
10 to 15.
10.
3 series of 10 to 15. Generally speaking, one person goes to toilet and then everyone goes to toilet. Yes, and it's okay. It's a little break before you begin with the meditation, and then everyone comes back from toilet, and then you just put the track. Yes, and you start guiding the people in the track. The track itself is 45. It's about 45 minutes. Yes, this might be quite a lot for people like maybe now. You see where they are. Yes, if you see that it's too much, maybe something like 35 minutes will be good enough. Yes, when you see that it gets to one of the last stages, you stop there. Yes, you don't have to put the 45 minutes. Yes, we put 45 minutes for a group that is more committed. Yes. There is also a version of the Soha, which is 20 minutes. that you can give to your students. This track that we are giving you, you don't share it with anyone. Yes, you keep it for you. But the 20 minutes track, that one you can share. Yes, and they can use it as a daily practice in the morning. They wake up and they do 20 minutes of Soham, and it's a wonderful practice to start the day. All right. Once the track is finished, the track will help them to go to something called trance. The track will induce, we'll see later on how this works, but the track will induce a meditative type of trance to the students. So during that time, the students are more open, more sensitive, and more receptive. Yes? Which is a wonderful thing. Yes? Because that can help them to experience healing, but it's also a lot of responsibility. Yes? During those stages, guys, this is very important. Oh, are we okay? Yeah. For everyone, yes, this is very important. During those moments, you need to be very, very careful. Yes, because they become like a sponge. Whatever you put there, whatever you use there, they will catch it. For example, if someone starts crying a lot, yes, everyone will catch the energy of sadness. Whatever you say with your words, they are much more receptive to follow it. So if you say something beautiful, like I allow myself to feel any sensations or emotions at the end of the track, yes, that's wonderful. Yes, is something that will help them to feel more, yes, and to reconnect with themselves. But if you put a music track of drama, for example, that's very bad. Yes, or you do some type of exercise straight after the breath work that induce any type of negative emotion, that's very bad.
In integration time.
They need integration time, yes, just to feel. And the music I put there, the words I put there, it's all positive. It's all positive. Yeah, we don't say, otherwise you are inducing something negative. Yes, you are opening them up and then you are inducing something negative. That's criminal. And another thing we don't do, we don't try to sell our workshop straight after the breath. Yes, that's also very bad. Yes, it's unethical.
To do what?
To sell your next workshop.
Oh.
Yes. By the way, guys, there is a wonderful workshop that's coming next week. You can sign up now. Yes. There is a 20% discount. No, that's very bad. Yes. Why? Because they're more open. Yes, they're more open to say yes. All right.
How long is it?
Integration part, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yes, something like that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Yes, so that happens also after a yoga class, I guess. After a yoga class, after the relaxation, very often the teachers are
Correct.
setting their
Correct.
workshop.
Depends on the yoga teacher, yes, but if he knows how to induce trance, yes, it does happen.
Okay, so it's because of the trance, maybe, mainly.
Yes, because of the trance, there is a responsibility of yours. Yes, a big responsibility. What you do is how to take care of your students and that you don't induce something negative. And of course, that you don't take advantage of that. That's also very bad.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Once the integration stage is finishing, you want to play something called an activation song, an activation track. Yeah. What is an activation track? Let me see if I find one. An activation track is a track of music that it starts very slow. Yes, so everyone that is so relaxed will catch with it. Yes, it starts very, very slow. The tempo is very long of the song. And then progressively start going faster and faster. Yes, the tempo start going faster and faster. And it end up in a more active, yes, active piece of music. For example, see if I find one. Lady. Yes, everyone will start catching.
Ishi, we can't
Hey.
hear that.
Sorry,
It's like at the beginning of the integration.
at the very end, at the very end.
Very end.
At the very end is for them to come back to deactivate the trance. You want to deactivate the trance before they leave the hall. Yeah. So to deactivate the trance, we play an activation song. And then later on, it will go faster. Yes.
We couldn't hear the track. We cannot.
Let me see if I can post the track in the group.
Thanks.
That's very harmonic.
Very calm. Yes, this one, yes. But it doesn't need to be. For example, the one I use usually in for Tetra Breath is this one. What I learned, yes. Yeah, that one is very nice. Let's see.
The one we sing in the-
There you go. It's called Sanctuary. I just put it on the group. Okay.
Maybe it's strong faster, you know?
Yeah, it needs to go faster and faster and faster. And faster.
Now, we got the one with the track.
No. It gets faster. It gets faster. It gets faster to a point that it start waking up people.
Okay.
You cannot longer stay sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long is that?
That it needs to get fast enough.
Okay.
Yes, it needs to get fast enough. Within that, you start talking. Talking also start activating the mind of concepts. You start turning on the lights. Yes, during SOCAM, the lights should be off. Yes, you start turning on the lights. All these type of things, turning on the lights, talking, and the music helps them to activate, yes, and to wake up and to be okay to leave the call. Yeah? Depending on where they are, you may have to play more activation songs than in other places. Yes. For example, here we don't need to activate much because it's a big container. Yes, you leave out from this door and not many challenges going on. Yes, but in some other environments, yes, for example, if there is a big city outside, yes, but they need to deal with cars and trucks and motorbikes, they need to be more. Yes, so you need to play more activation songs and more earth, yes, rhythmic music, yes, for them to wake up. All right. And then something that is we have not seen yet, yes, is how to deal with emergencies, things that can happen during the breathwork session. Okay, these are the same for Tetra breath than for Soham than for anything. Yes, so those ones we'll see them probably next week. So at some point we'll see the emergencies. Yeah. So you feel confident that whatever happened, you have training, yes, and you know what to do.
I think that would be questions.
No, I think something else.
Okay.
All right. Okay, guys. Yes,
What if somebody tries to start a talk?
a talk
Like if they start asking questions after all?
after the breath.
Experience, yeah.
It's okay if the breath finished, the integration finished, and they sit down and they want, once they sit down, also you do like we do. Yes, we do a little checkup with the students.
Okay.
Yeah, you do the checkup. They don't need to talk much. For that, this is easy to do.
Yeah.
And you see who may need more attention later on. Yes. And then you can ask if they want. That depends on the time that you have. Yes, but you can also invite them to share their experience. Yes, as much as they share, that also will start activating them. Yes, another way to activate. And it's also to give some recommendations, stuff like drink plenty of water. It's also good to lots of the toxins also come out in this purification style of breath, come out through the skin. So it's good to have a good shower. Yes. Drink plenty of water. If you want to share something personally, I will stay here for a few minutes more. This type of, yeah, like having a nice closure. Any questions, guys? Or over there? Any questions? No? Questions? All right. So we're going to have a little break. Yes. And then we'll come back for Soham. Yes, Soham Breathwork. Go to the toilet. Yes. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ishi.
Hello, guys. Are you here? Can you hear me? Just write if you can hear me. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is the thing from Ishi. Okay.
So we can log out of this one now, or what's next?